Thank you for joining us on yet another interesting edition of the Desopadec Weekly. As you know, it's a platform where we bring all the activities, happenings at the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission. In recent episodes, we have been featuring major events of the outgone year 2021. Today, we shall bring you more highlights of the happenings in the year 2021, as a lot happened in Desopadec. Thank you for joining us. Joy Uche is my name. Welcome on board.
Na me, Echele, they talk to una so, una servant, God's servant, una take una and select, make he represent una for the Desopadec. The trust una get for me, na get for now. The thing una say make we come do for the Desopadec, na we dey do. Na na send us this work. Una right come give us, make we take do budget, so una want road. The road we dey do one today. Una right commit us, una want hospital. The hospital, we give them back to una today. Una right commit us, say make we do bridge and jetty and market, we give them back to una today. So everything una right commit us, make we do, una no say we dey do am. So make una join hand together to make sure say this property, una keep am intact. I beg una very, very well. Make una guide the property, make una look the property, because if una look am well, una pikin go enjoy am. Una pikin go enjoy am. Una go remember one day, say wetin Desopadec do for our community. Thank you once again, and may God bless all of us.
Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission has consistently endeared itself to the inhabitants of its mandate areas across Urobo, Ishekiri, Ijo, Isoko, Ndokwa, and Ika lands through its various human capital development programs. Innovative programs that have reduced unemployment, poverty, restiveness, and the crime rate in the state. These were achieved through activities of one of the Commission's flagship programs, the Desopadec Skills Academy. It is a vocational skill acquisition platform created to equip youths from Delta oil producing communities and further empowerment with starter packs and take-off grants needed to grow their desired enterprises. In the last episodes of the Desopadec Weekly, we showcased the key events of the Desopadec Skills Academy in the year 2021. More highlights are in today as we bring you activities of the team of monitors whose job is to evaluate students' performance while in training at the academy. Fashion design and tailoring, catering and confectionaries, as well as hairdressing and makeover were the first training centers visited by the team. Others were interlock, tiling and POP, electrical repairs and installations, welding and fabrication. At the interlock, tiling and POP training centers, the monitoring team met students mastering the arts of making interlock stones with the supervision of a trainer.
Well, we have been dealing on the theory aspect, but yesterday and today we are doing the practical. This is what you are just seeing now. We are casting caps now, and they tell us how to lay the ground, prepare the ground before we lay our water logging, and even the vibration machine. We have been taught how to use it, and even do it also by myself. Next 6 months, let me even give myself next 3 months. I should be perfect in this work.
I choose interlocking, POP, tiling. But to this Sanford interior, it does all kind of interior, including painting. Even now, I'm proud to say, by the grace of God, I'm able to know how to produce paint gradually. So this is tiling. We did these toilet tiles from down to the wall to the ceiling. We've also done so many things like screeding. As you can see, this is screeding. With this program, it's helping us so much because many practicals that we have not done before now. I think I'm proud to say, with this opportunity the state have given to us, I'm unable to know so many things.
According to one of the trainers, Abimbola Yusuf, the students would gain experience in both theories and practicals with exposure to workshops outside their training centers.
We start with introduction, and as soon as I teach them and the introduction, I will take them to site. Like a Monday after little theory, we went to site together and we did laying, which is installation. So right now what you're seeing, we're doing a production. As they are now, they're going to be on their own, they're going to be a boss on their own. So within now the last 6 months, and with God helping us, they are going to become great, and they're going to do well.
The team of monitors also visited electrical repairs and installations training centers in Agbo and Warri.
The very first day we learned about the introduction of electricity, while the second day we were taught about safety of electricity, and we were taught so many things. We were taught about the live wire and the earth and the neutral wire. We were taught about the safety of electricity on the second day. My expectation for the next 6 months, I know it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to be able to complete the training and be aware of everything, because the way they start with us, I know we'll do well at the end of everything.
For the training so far, I think they keep it up to give us more training about this. I think in due time we'll be more successful in life.
So far, so well, during the introduction of the feet, I found that it has a little experience in the feet. So I now go straight to the point, introduce and tell him what is the mean by electricity. And even since he came, he has been performing well. So with that, I'm happy. So that it's a pride to me that after training, I say, that's my boy.
Welding and fabrication training centers at Ozoro and Warri came next for evaluation.
I've been here for the day one of this training, and I've learned a lot of things from this academic. Well, so far, I know if we continue this, I'll become a better citizen of Nigeria through the Desopadec academic. I really appreciate the Desopadec for having this planning for this youth of this nowadays. I thank God for them. They are well done.
At the time the monitoring team arrived at the Warri Training Center, a theory class was on with all the students in attendance.
They teach us about fabrication, and they teach us about how to join metals together, and the position of points, and how many points we get, and how to put metals together. And actually the training is very interesting. I pick up so many things in this training. I gathered so more ideas on this training. So I know by the grace of God, after the 6 months, we will have something from here, good things from here. We will gather more ideas from here.
Since we resumed, the program has been okay. The man has been taking us stage by stage, and each of the step he has given us tests, and where we couldn't do well, he monitored us and did some correction, and he encouraged us to pick up. And the workshop here, in fact, the people we meet here is very friendly. They are taking us like children, and we are going fast.
The Desopadec weekly TV crew also engaged some of the trainers at the welding and fabrication training centers.
As you can see from the board, we've been able to introduce them to the concept of welding, which is from the manual for the training program. That is what they have at the first one, and that's fantastic. So we've been able to tell them different aspects of welding and so on and so on that they need to know about welding. In terms of facilities, we have a number of welding machines, gas cutting sets, grinding machine, bending machine, just name them, what they need to be able to help them to acquire this skill, welding and fabrication. And I can assure you that God be with us in the next 6 months. We should be able to turn out boys that can open their workshop.
Now, so they send for training, come this our company, so now they will train how to weld and how to fabricate right now that they work. So with the do fabrication, with the construct any kind of thing. We feel weld door, we feel weld tower, we feel weld gate, we feel weld caravan. The training where they send also, as the way they teach them, that they try, that they do well, that they try to meet up.
The head, the Youth and Sports Development Division of the Social Services Department, the Desopadec, Teresa Ogborianwe, expressed satisfaction over the commitment of the students.
Where we went visiting 3 days visitation to the centers in Warri, in Sapele and Ughelli. And what I saw really baffled me. The students I saw were very excited. Very, very excited about the program, very, very excited about their centers. They expressed their gratitude to Desopadec, their gratitude to the centers too, because the trainers are really doing a good job. At the end of the day, at the end of this 6 months program, we are going to come out with the best. The trainers are doing their work, and they actually also promised that at the end of the day, they will try as much as possible to give us the best.
My people, Namiro Basharon Asker Oge, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Desopadec. Now I come again to bring on this message. When we talk of COVID-19, many people that they paint them, they talk plenty things. Either in not day, they're not going to do this, they're not going to do that. I beg on make we not take our life play. Me, when they follow on a talk, I don't take my vaccine already. I take the first 2 shots. When another variant come again, I don't go back, go take the booster shot. Now I make a number 3. I beg on make una not take on a life play. And now when the cure this, so why we not go take the cure? I beg on make everybody go take vaccine. The vaccine are free and it is everywhere. Go take your vaccine, make you stay alive. And you know, say we don't promise on plenty good things when we want to do for now. All the things on our own part, we go do them all. We're ready to deliver all of those things for now. But you have to be alive. Now, those when they're alive, now go enjoy this thing. And I want to say, make you enjoy them. You when they talk to us, when they look at me, enjoy them now. Stay alive.
Still on activities of the Desopadec Skills Academy in 2021. A continuous assessment test was conducted across the training centers to test the students' level of assimilation and understanding in their different skills. At the Electrical Repairs and Installations Training Center, the students carried out both theory and practical tests. In the practicals, some of the students carried out repairs of household electrical appliances, while others were tested in the installation of electrical fittings and practical detection of electrical faults.
I will disconnect this extension box and I reconnect it. And I'll be able to loop the wires just from one face to these different boxes. And this is called 2 gang and this is called 1 gang. This is a switch box and this is the lights, the one that the bulb goes in that produce the lights. So if I connect this to current now, we can make proper use of this extension box.
By God's grace, I feel I've gotten experienced on how to detect faults on electrical appliances. With me here is an afrometer that is used to detect the fault. What I did was to connect the live and the neutral wire to the kettle to detect if there's a fault of which it has no reading, meaning the kettle is faulty. And what is faulty inside is the element. It has a bad element and it needs to be changed. I have to say a very big thank you to the Desopadec board because they are a board. The Desopadec is a board that is committed to lifting the spirit in the minds of every youth out there, creating a sustainable and a valuable life in them.
In tiling, interlock, and POP, the students also carried out theoretical and practical tests. They molded and installed caps and interlock stones.
First and foremost, this is caps. And before you start molding caps, there are measurement of sand you use and smith and grind it as well. And in the process of producing it, you have to make sure that the ground is on a very level ground before you start, because if the ground is not level, you find out that the caps is not in straight level. So in process of you trying to fix it, it gives you problem. But if you can have a better ground, a level ground, you will not have problem in fixing it.
Before me, I did this today. This is an interlock lane, and they have different sizes depending on the area of usage. We have the 6 centimeter, we have the 4 centimeters. I've gotten these skills today. An appreciation to the Desopadec and the staffs of the Desopadec and the government in general, in order to, because when this is put in proper use, I'll be able to give a helping hand and train others based on the skill and knowledge I've gotten out of this.
For those that did KEB, the shortcoming I saw in them is that the level of water that they added was a bit not too much compared to how it ought to be. And the process of lubricating the mold was also, the mold was not properly covered as it ought to be. Then for those that did this interlock, they did very well. We scored them, let us say 80%. And I think probably before the end of the program, they will understand their shortcomings and they will adjust it appropriately.
At the Shoe and Bag Making Training Center, the students produced trendy male and female slippers for both native attires and casuals.
We have what we call welt. This is welt palm. No, we have Nora, but this one is welt. The process, after measuring the leather, you cut. After cutting, you apply gum. After the gum, now you now sew. After the sewing, we now do the lasting, which is the finishing part. You can take it to anywhere. You can wear it with a native to any occasion you feel like going.
Well, I feel fulfilled. I feel excited actually, because it's not a wasted effort. I've learned a whole lot. Before the test, I was actually running a test on myself on how to make shoes, and so far I've been good at it. So I'm very excited.
Students at Welding and Fabrication Training Center undertook theory and 3 different practical assessment tests.
Actually, we'll be here training for like, let's say 2 months now. And our supervisor here has been like, he's giving us his own time to make sure we all follow up, and we'll be following up. So we don't find it difficult during the theoretical aspects, neither the practical aspects. So I feel very okay. I don't believe every other thing they did today. I find it so very easy, not so difficult, because I've been training hard here. If you're giving us his own time to make sure everybody have to train very well, and you have to follow up. And I believe we all are here. I don't think anybody is left behind.
At the hairdressing and makeover training centers, the students did makeover, hair plaiting, fixing of eyelashes, and scarf tying as their assessment task.
This is my robo bride. On our side, where I came from, these are the dress during the traditional marriage ceremony. The eyeshadow, I use the eyeshadow because of the necktie. If you look, the two goes together. Then I use this white beads because this is what suits these outfits. There are other types of beads, but I prefer this white because of our outfits. I'm very happy because this is my first test. And I'm happy for this opportunity given to me by Desopadec, and I'm very grateful to them.
I would commend them. They have done very well. I'm impressed. For this particular skill, we know that it's like getting a basic and then we'll now master later. So for now, they've both gotten the basic skill. So it's left for them to now master it and then polish up the skills that they have learned. So I'm impressed with what they have come out with.
The Desopadec Weekly TV crew monitored students of 2 different training centers of fashion design.
This design here is called gathers or pleating. I call it pleating. So I fold my fabric into 2. I use 8 inches. So folded it, I join my lines, then I turn it to the front. Then I started to print on it. That's how I got me this lovely skirts. Desopadec, thank you so much for this opportunity you gave to me. I'm so excited. God bless you. And I love you all, Desopadec.
Fashion is a very long time learning. But within 2 months, you can see they've tried, they've made the clothes that they put on, a nice gown, a beautiful gown. You can see them, this one with the short knicker and the handless. So they really tried. It's not really easy. So by the time they've stayed up to the 6 months training, that time they must have gone very far, and they will do very well, and they will do very well to come out in the labor markets.
The catering and confectionery session were not left out in the continuous assessment tests.
This soup is scrambled egusi soup, and the ingredients we use to make it is palm oil, red palm oil, melon, vegetable, fresh pepper, tomatoes, onions, stockfish. You can add dry fish if you want to, meat, crayfish, and Maggi to season it, and salt. You can eat it in any of the party, even wedding party. You can eat it with pounded yam or akpu in any of the parties, wedding, birthdays, even in burial ceremonies. You can eat it there.
With the way they perform today, with the performance I see today, expect much from them because they are going to do better. I know that the next time that you come, you'll be surprised of what they will present to you. Because even me, I'm even shocked with when I tested it. I'm shocked with what I tasted, as in what their performance.
Indeed, the year under review has no doubt been an eventful one for the agency, with a flurry of activities at the Desopadec Skills Academy. And this is our package for your viewing pleasure today. Do join us again when we return next week with another interesting edition. But until then, as you know, we like to hear from you. Our social media handles are on your television screen. Do comment, like, and share. On behalf of the entire crew, once again, we say thank you. Joy Ucheyi Ismail.